It's crazy to me to think that we're already pretty close to the next test realm. We're probably like less than a month away at this point. But during the last KI Live, which I watched a little bit of it, they showed off some of the stuff that's going to be in the next test realm. And if you follow Matt Netic on Twitter, he's already been hinting at these things for, at least a little bit. And he would talk about, I think he talked about the Scarecrow, he talked about Fire Dragon, at least those two, and maybe some other ones. But yeah, and he's put it all into this one video as a sneak peek of what we're going to see. So I have the video and I want to show it to you guys if you haven't seen it. But basically they're updating the AoEs, and they're updating a lot more than I thought they would. I thought it was just going to be the AoEs that were super long, like Raw would be, one of the big ones. Forrest Lord, like those are the two that are just crazy long. That definitely would, improve the game if they actually updated those to be way faster and just hit all at once. And Deer Knight I feel like is pretty slow, but I'm gonna show you guys the video. And if you haven't seen it, if you have, you can skip through it. Then we're going to go through each one and kind of give my take on it and what I think of the animations so far. Though they don't show all the animations, and what I think of the spells that they picked. So here's that video if you haven't seen it.
Now, I will crush you, and you will be trapped here in your nightmares forever!
So now I just wanted to quickly go through the video and take a look at each spell and kind of what I think of it, and go through the options that they decided to show, at least in this teaser. There could be more, there probably is, but they start off with Humongo Frog, and Humongo Frog just kind of like spits in the middle, and the animation kind of just like the effect just goes to all of the enemies. So this one is gonna speed up Myth questing a lot because Myth always uses Humongo Frog. Like, that's the staple for Myth. Just like Fire Dragon is a staple for Fire. Like, these spells we just see all the time, and it's really nice to see them get updated to be faster. Scarecrow, it hits all, and then it adds up the drain to the person casting the spell. We also had Tempest. Tempest is really exciting because that's going to speed up my my storm. I can go back here. Frost Giant, they don't really show anything. The thing with Frost Giant is this one also has the stun effect at the end. So I wonder if they're going to speed that up too, because not only does Frost Giant hit every person, he stuns every person that can be stunned, and there's an extra animation that plays with that. So this one is, pretty long because of the stun. So we'll see if they change that. They didn't show anything here, but it is being updated, so at least we know that. Then, of course, the next one is Forrest Lord, probably one of the most requested spells for them to update. Forrest Lord's a little weird because the animation is just him in the middle, and for everyone that's seen this spell before, they know he's supposed to like jump on each enemy and like smack them. And the fact that he's just doing it in the middle to nobody is kind of weird, but they did add like the little effects there with the claw, like the swipe. So I don't know if they're gonna change this one or what, but I always wanted, like, you know, because I've thought of these things. I've thought of what they could do to make this spell faster. I always wanted him to like pick up the tree and just like smack all the enemies at the same time, or maybe just do like one big swipe. But I know that's going to take extra time for them to actually come up with that animation. So this could just be a placeholder for now, and they're working on it. I don't really know, but yeah, this is what it looks like for now. So I'm glad they updated it, because you can see at the end there, he's just kind of like, you know, jumping off of nothing. Like, that's what the end of the animation does. I don't know if I can, yeah, right there. He's just kind of like holding on to nothing. He should be holding on to the enemy, and there is no enemy there. So they just kind of reuse that animation. I hope they change it. It looks weird to me, but we'll see. So, Rain of Fire. This one, I forget how long this spell is, because it does that to every single enemy. So the fact that it just kind of does it in the middle and then, you know, applies to all enemies. We also have Stormlord. They show like nothing for Stormlord there. And Deer Knight, they just show like the beginning, and then that's it. So those other ones, we don't know how they're going to animate it. Maybe they haven't actually animated it yet. I don't know. And they're working on it. But this one they do show. Raw is exactly how I wanted it to be and how I imagined it, with the updated, you know, beam going to every single enemy at the same time. That is exactly how I wanted it to go. So I'm really happy about Raw, and I'm sure a lot of people are as well. Also, some shadow spells. They are updating Mystic. That one takes forever. They could update some other ones too. There's a lot of other spells that they could update. Oh, here's me back in the game. There's a lot of spells that they could go ahead and update, and I'm excited to see which ones they pick. This is something that we've been asking for forever. In like my walkthroughs way back in the day, whenever I see Raw, I'm probably like, oh, I wish this spell could be updated. I wish it could have the 4 beams, you know, hit all the enemies at the same time. And now it's doing that. And they're actually going further by updating most of the AoEs. Like, there's going to be a time, I don't know if it's going to be this test realm or later, where every AoE is just hit all. And I'm excited for that. So this is a big undertaking from KI, and I'm glad they're doing it, because it's just a quality of life update that people have been asking for, and I'm excited for it. So actually I have sound effects turned off, so you couldn't hear my character spinning. Yeah, let's go over some of the storm ones that we're getting. So, because I'm just on my storm. Tempest, super good update. They aren't updating Wyvern though, but this comes from the Dragoon Amulet, and if you use this compared to Tempest when it's in test realm and it's updated, this one's gonna feel like forever. But it is better. It does more damage at 5 pips than Tempest. So I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that unless they update it too. They might. And then Stormlord would be the next one, I think. So I'm excited to see that animation for Stormlord updated. No news about Sirens. I don't know. Sirens isn't that long of a spell, but once we start getting these other ones that are updated, then these ones are gonna feel like they're too long. We'll see about Bugs. I didn't mention that one. And Musicology is already updated because it's the newest spell. So this is some exciting stuff. Like, this is going to change the game, because these are the spells that people see the most. AoEs are probably the most used spells in the whole game. Like, there's no way. It has to be the most used spells. Storm's, like, main tool is Tempest. And the fact that it's being updated is going to be just... It's going to make the game, like, way smoother and just faster. People wanted, like, fast combat. This is a way to get to fast combat. Like, this is going to speed things up a lot. So... if there's any AoEs that you guys can think of that you want to see updated, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that take forever that we didn't see there. But, I mean, the biggest ones for me were Raw and Forrest Lord. But there is some other ones. There's some other super long ones. There's like this dragon one that... it's like a... I have the spell here. It's like the Catalan, but it hits every enemy. That spell takes forever. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's called Cold Fire Dragon or something like that. Don't know if they're going to update that one, because that's like a weird spell, but there's some other ones that I can think of that are kind of like item card or like boss AoEs that still are out there that are going to take forever. Oh, the ones from Aphrodite. Those ones take forever. So I don't know if we're going to see updates to those. Probably not, but could be someday. I don't know. Let me know if there's any that you guys can think of that you want to see updated to hit all at the same time as well. But yeah, I'm excited for Test Realm. If you guys are excited for Test Realm, please leave a like in this video. Let's see how many likes we can get. for the new spell animations, the new updates, because Matt Nettic is doing an awesome job on that. So props to him for these updates, and it's getting me hyped for Test Realm. Like, I plan on doing a video of all of these updated spells in one, so you guys can see all the animations, because we barely saw any of the animations in that teaser video. So I'm hyped for it. I'm looking forward to it. But that is going to do it for me on this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, leave a like on your way out. Subscribe for more if you want to see more Wizard videos in the future, like Test Run whenever that comes out. And I'll see you all next time.